I asked AI for a prediction on the outcome of the military conflict between Israel and Iran, and whether it could escalate into World War III. Here's the likely outcome of this war, directly from the AI, with no changes to its wording. The military conflict between Iran and Israel involves highly volatile dynamics with significant global implications. Full-scale conventional war remains improbable. Both nations favor asymmetric or proxy warfare. Iran acts through Hezbollah and the Houthis, while Israel relies on targeted strikes. Israel's air superiority and missile defenses generally counter Iran's long-range missiles and drones. Iran's nuclear ambiguity, adds risk, but doesn't guarantee victory. So we can expect a continued shadow war with sporadic flare-ups. Major escalation risks regional chaos, but honestly, it lacks a clear strategic payoff for either side. Immediate reinforcement of Israeli air and missile defense is likely. There would be intelligence sharing and potentially joint strikes. Financial sanctions could end up crippling Iran's economy. Iran avoids direct confrontation with the United States, since U.S. involvement severely degrades Iran's capabilities. Iran's conventional forces are outmatched 10-1 by combined U.S.-Israeli technology. The U.S. acts as a de-escalator, preventing Israeli over-response while neutralizing Iranian attacks. The outcome, in the end, favors Israel with minimal territorial change, but heightened proxy tensions. Historically, these actors have maintained a posture of neutrality, especially when tensions with India come into play. While there is often rhetoric around Muslim solidarity, it rarely translates into any real material support. Instead, their actions can be described as opportunistic. Think arms sales to Iran or providing diplomatic cover at the United Nations. They tend to avoid direct combat, focusing instead on economic interests, like securing Iranian oil or mediating for international prestige. There's really no military stake here beyond perhaps exercising vetoes at the UN, and while arms supplies to Iran are possible, there's no direct force projection capability in play. Israel's undeclared nuclear arsenal, when set against Iran's threshold nuclear status, creates a climate of mutual caution. All parties recognize that the costs of escalation would be severe. Additionally, the presence of more than 30,000 troops stationed in Middle Eastern bases and carrier strike groups serves as a significant deterrent to state actors considering direct involvement. So, the most probable outcome here is, honestly, a protracted, low-intensity conflict, with occasional escalations that are contained by deterrence and United States diplomacy. A full regional war remains unlikely unless there's a truly catastrophic miscalculation. It's important to keep an eye on certain triggers, like, say, the volume of Hezbollah rocket attacks, any disruptions in the Strait of Hormuz, or Israeli strikes directly on Iranian soil.